This is Mario once again, and I've been thinking of ways that I can set this up on the drill press so that I can drill these holes that need to be drilled to make these do-it-yourself hubs so that they are usable with wheels that are used on golf carts. Those are the 4-bolt patterned wheels at 4-inch diameter circle. Basically, this is a fixture, not a fixture, but a 3D printed template that I did so that I can see if I can do these holes offset to the side here. As you see them here, these are the original holes that come with these plates. So I explained in some other videos that these plates came from Amazon. That's how they come pre-drilled. You can also get them flat, but they're a little more money. I opted for these, thinking that I could maybe just enlarge these as I did on this one here and get the bolts close enough, to where they need to be, and then weld the bolts in place. But I really don't like this opening here, even once it's welded. So, I would have to fill in those areas, or just leave them, just welded at the base right here where they need to be welded right there. I mean, I could weld that around, and the bolt will remain, but I just didn't want this opening here to be visible, and it may be a weak point, for the bolt. So I decided to revisit this option here, and what I'm shooting for is making the holes like that in line on these diagonals here, in line with the existing holes, using this drill bit, or the circular saw bit. These have carbide tips, inserts, and so I have to come in here like that and drill those holes right there. The only thing is that the center of this drill bit, the starting hole, is really at the edge of this. Would end up at the edge of this. So one of the things that can be done is fill this with a bit of steel. Just drop some welded spots there, and then come back with a grinder and flatten that out so that we have a flat surface where we can drill at the right location, with this starting drill bit for this cutter here. So that's one option. Not once that's done, I believe this will be nice and ready to be set on either the mill or the drill press. This particular fixture that I just did is for a drill press, and I'm reusing the same retainers for these ball bearings. These are the bearings for the axle, and assuming that this is a piece of 1-inch outside diameter steel or tube that you can use as your supporting stem or shaft, so that this can sit on top of that, because these are already drilled, as my other video showed. I already drilled these with a similar drill bit to this one on one of them, and the other ones were drilled with a step drill bit. But this will sit right there. Then you can just simply lock this on the table, the drill press. The drill press will be at the right location, and you can simply pivot this. Of course, I would have to set this up on a table or on a piece of wood where I can lock these points right here, so it's nice and rigid, so it doesn't wobble as we're drilling with this drill bit. So that's one option to do it on the drill press, and this video is to capture that option. Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to do this, but just with the drill bit, and I'm thinking of for somebody that just has a drill press, you can do this on the drill press. Reusing some of these components from the Yerf dog go-kart. So that's one of the bearings. I'm not going to be reusing these bearings on the golf cart, even though this is a pretty decent, still in good shape bearing that I cleaned after I took it out. But you can essentially use this as the fixture by mounting this on a piece of wood, and then coming back and locking that onto the. This would have to have some additional pieces of wood here on the side, or another level, so that the wood is flush with this plate right here, where it allows these things to be locked with screws, or just bolt it down so that this doesn't move, and then we can simply rotate this to the location that it needs to be, 90 degrees, and then 90 degrees, and so on and so forth. And that way we can establish our necessary holes here. They'll be a little bit offset from this one here, but hopefully with dropping some metal here, using the welder, I think that's one way to do this, and I think that's the way I'm going to do it, because there's no way that I want to drill this with this right here, when the drill bit has to get started, on the edge of this. You'll never get this right. So this has to be filled and with metal and sanded flat or grinded flat, so this has a good point of contact and reference to start from. So that's my take on this. Using these same components as a fixture, and one option, for drilling these holes with precision. Mario, once again, stay tuned for more.